In this video, I am going to explain about online UPS and offline UPS. So the UPS means uninterruptible power supply. That is expansion for UPS. So UPS is used with electronic devices which are required to keep on for some time when the main power supply is suddenly off. So wherever we need to maintain the constant power supply. So for those places we can prefer this UPS. So UPS is typically include built-in battery. Okay, so when the main power supply fails or sometimes it fluctuates beyond certain predefined values, the UPS is automatically switches to battery power. So providing a continuous uninterrupted power supply is providing to the connected devices. So the UPSs are mostly used with computers, automation devices, server, networking devices, and other programming devices. So these are the some of the applications of UPS. So this is the block diagram. So block diagram of online UPS. So there are two UPS normally we are going to discuss in this video. So one is offline UPS and the next one is online UPS. So first we will discuss about online UPS. So if you see this block diagram, that is online UPS block diagram. So totally 9 blocks are there. So starting from EMI filter to the load. Okay. So first one there are EMI filters, then rectifier, then DC filters are there. Then you will be observed that inverters, AC filter, and mainly battery source. Then static switches. Finally, it all these devices connected with the load. So this is the block diagram of online UPS. So first one EMI filter. So next we are going to discuss about the function of each and every block one by one. Okay, the first one EMI filter. So it is made using inductors and capacitors. The main function of this EMI filter is to reduce or filter the electromagnetic interferences. So unwanted electromagnetic interferences. So next one is rectifier. So the rectifier circuit is used to convert AC to DC. So normally the rectifiers are used to convert AC to DC. As the UPS has a battery inside it and the battery can store only DC. So that is why we need to convert from AC to DC. That is the main function of this rectifier. Then third component is DC filter. The main function of this DC filter is used to filter the impure DC that comes from the rectifier circuit. That is the main function of this DC filter circuit. Next one is battery. So we all know that the battery is connected to output of the DC filter circuit. So when the UPS is connected to the power supply, the battery will charge. Next one is for fifth component is inverter circuit. Here we have DC supply, but when we need AC supply, so as output to drive the load. So normally in physically all the supply that is are called AC supply. So mainly all the applications we normally prefer AC. So that is why we need to convert from DC to AC. So for those purpose we are using inverter circuit. Next, it is normally made up of by using a MOSFET and SCR. These two switches normally used inside the inverter. Next one is AC filter. So like DC filter, here we are using AC filter to filter the impure AC coming from the inverter circuit. But in case of DC filter, normally we filter impure DC that is coming from the rectifier. Similarly, here we are using AC filter to filter the unwanted or impure AC coming from the inverter circuit. So next one is static switches. So a static switch is connected in between the AC filter circuit and load. So which allows or disallows. If suppose switch is connected means that means when switch is on, then it will connect AC supply to load. If it is off, then it disallows the power supply to the load. That is the main function we are using the static switch. Next one is in case of that is online UPS. So the lower, if you see here, there are two static switches are there. If for in case of online UPS, the lower static switch is normally on and the upper static switch is normally off. So in normal condition, the power flow from the main supply to the load through this UPS circuitry. When the main power supply is not available, suppose there is no power supply, then the load takes power from the battery. So that is called online UPS. So that is the main difference between online and offline UPS. When the power supply is off, then it will take the supply from the battery. Suppose in offline UPS, the upper switch is always on, so it is directly connected to the input power supply 230 volt. So it directly taken the supply from the main supply main. So that is called offline UPS. That is a difference between online UPS and the offline UPS. If you see here the block diagram, the remaining all the blocks are same. That is the function of each and every block which is used in offline UPS the same. Already we discussed in previous one online UPS. So here the only difference is that static switch, that is upper static switch is on, but in lower static switch is off. That is the main difference between online UPS and offline UPS. So in case of online UPS, the lower switch is on, but in offline UPS, the upper switch is on. That is the main difference between online UPS and offline UPS. Thank you.